Good morning, students. Welcome back to the session. In the previous video, we discussed algebraic methods to find the solution of the equations. First, we learned substitution method, elimination method, cross multiplication method, then equations reducible to pair of linear equations. In all these methods, we find the solution of the equation x and y. Today I am going to discuss exercise 3.6 word problems. The first question is, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed rowing in still water and speed of the current. You have to find speed of rowing and speed of the current. Speed of the rowing as well as speed of the current. Here two speeds are there. One is speed of the boat and the other one is speed of the current or speed of the water. Okay. The distance traveled is 20 km and taken 2 hours to cover downstream, whereas the same upstream 4 km in 2 hours. The distance covered in upstream is 4 km and the time taken is 2 hours. Find the speed of the rowing and speed of the current. Now here two speeds are there, that is speed of the boat as well as speed of the current. So take speed of the boat as, let the speed of the boat be x km per hour and the speed of the current be y km per hour. Now here Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. Downstream, here the boat is moving along with the speed of the water. So this is downstream. Here boat is moving with the speed of the water. So that the speed of the water as well as speed of the boat together, that will be x plus y for downstream. But for upstream, the boat is moving towards this and the water is flowing in the opposite direction. So that here the speed of the water will be negative. Speed of the current is negative. For example, if we are climbing a slope or if you are climbing a slope, then you have to put more energy, you have to pedal up to go up the slope. But while coming down, it is not necessary to pedal up. You can, without pedaling also, you can come down so very easily. It means that you are moving towards the gravitational force, whereas while climbing up you are going opposite to the gravitational force. That is why here speed of the boat is positive, whereas speed of the current will be negative while during upstream and positive during downstream. Therefore, here we are using formula distance equals to speed into time. Distance equals to speed into time. So, time is equal to distance upon speed. Time is distance upon speed. Now first condition for downstream, time is distance upon speed. What is the distance traveled here? 20 kilometer. 20 kilometer, and the speed is x plus y. Speed is x plus y. Time taken is 2 hours. This is the first condition. Then for the second condition, downstream, this is upstream. Time equals to distance upon speed, and the distance taken is 4 kilometer, and the speed is negative, so which takes 2 hours. Once again I will repeat. During downstream, both the speeds are positive. The boat is flowing along with the water. But here upstream, the boat is moving in one direction, but the water is flowing in the opposite direction. So that speed of the water is negative here, x minus y. For all the sums like upstream and downstream, if speed of the boat is x and the speed of the current taken as y, then the downstream is x plus y, and for upstream it is x minus y. Now you got two equations here. 20 by x plus y equals to 2. So cross multiply. 20 equals to 2 into x plus y. So 2 ones are 2 tens are. So the first equation is x plus y equals to 10. Then second equation is 4 by x minus y equals to 2. So cross multiply. 4 equals to 2 into x minus y. 2 ones are 2 twos are 4. So x minus y equals to 2. Now add these two equations. Add equations 1 and 2. Add equations 1 and 2. So x plus x is 2x. 10 plus 2 is 12. So x is 12 by 2, which is 6. Then put this x value in any one of the equation. Put x equals to 6 in equation 1 or 2, any one of the equation. So 6 plus y equals to 10. So y equals to 10 minus 6, which is 4. Y is 4. It means that the speed of the boat taken as x, which is 6 km per hour, and the speed of the current taken as y, which is 4 km per hour. I'll repeat once again. The speed of the boat takes as x km per hour, whereas speed of the current y km per hour. Now, you know this relation distance equals to speed into time. So that time equals to distance upon speed. So this equation we are using to simplify this. Now, here we have two types of speed. One is speed of the boat, other one is speed of the current or water. Okay. During downstream, the speed of the boat as well as speed of the water both positive. So the speeds are x plus y. But in the upstream, the boat speed is x, but the speed of the water is negative, because which is in the opposite direction. So that for downstream, the distance traveled is 20 km and the speed is x plus y. The time taken is 2 hours. So 20 by x plus y equals to 2. Then for upstream, the time taken is 2 hours, which is a distance by speed, that is 4 by x minus y. cross multiply and simplify, you will get x equals to 6 km per hour and y equals to 4 km per hour. Therefore, speed of the boat 6 km per hour and speed of the current 4 km per hour. Similar to this, one more sum is given in the solved example. So page number 65. A boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. Find the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. Now see here, one is upstream, other one is downstream. Now a boat goes 30 km upstream. Distance travelled is 30 km and for downstream the distance travelled is 44 km. And in 13 hours it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. Find the speed of the boat. Again we are using the relation time equals to distance upon speed. For upstream the speed is x minus y, where x is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the current or speed of the stream here in this question. So x is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the stream. Okay. Now in the first case, the boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours. It means that the distance traveled, that is 30 km upstream, that is time taken is 30 by x minus y, plus 44 km downstream. So 30 by x minus y plus 44 by x plus y together takes 10 hours. So together takes 10 hours. So the time equals to distance upon speed. So this relation we are using. Okay. Now in the first condition, a boat goes 30 km upstream. So 30 by x minus y and 44 km downstream, 44 by x plus y in 10 hours equals to 10. Okay. The second condition is, in 13 hours, it can go 40 km upstream, 40 by x minus y plus 55 km downstream, x plus y, 55 by x plus y. Find the speed of the stream and the speed of the boat. Now speed of the boat taken as x. X is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the stream. Okay. Now first we will simplify these two equations. Now in this first equation, so substitute 1 by x minus y as m and 1 by x plus y as n. So 1 by x minus y and 1 by x plus y is common in both the equation. So substitute 1 by x minus y as m and 1 by x plus y as n. Then you will get 30m plus 44n equals to 10. and the second equation is 40m plus 55n equals to 30. Now you can simplify using cross multiplication or any other algebraic method. Okay, now I am using cross multiplication method. Now first we will write here y coefficient, that is 44, 55. Then constant terms, then x coefficients, here m and n we are using. Okay, then 44 by 55. Cross multiply. Then you will get m 44 into minus 13 minus 10 into 55. N by minus 10 into 40 minus of minus 13 into 30 equals to 1 upon 30 into 55 minus 40 into 44. Now multiply and simplify, you will get, so 13 4s are 44 into 13. 13 4s are 52. 13 4s are 52. 52 plus 5 is 57. Then minus into minus plus, 10 into 55, 550. N upon minus 10 into 400 is minus 400. Minus into minus plus, 13 3s are 39, so 390 equals to 1 upon 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 1 16 minus 0, 4 4s are 16, 4 4s are 16 plus 1 17. Okay, now simplify, m divided by, now 572 minus 550, so it is 22, minus 22. Then here n upon minus 10, so here 1760 minus 1650, so 1760 minus 1650, 110, so minus. Okay, now find m and n value. Then m by minus 22 equals to 1 upon minus 110. So m equals to minus 22 by minus 110. So 11 2s are 11 1s are. So here 11 2s are 11 1s are, 2 1s are 5s are. So 1 by 5, m is 1 by 5, and n by minus 10 equals to 1 by minus 110. So n equals to minus 10 by 110. So which is 1 by 11. Okay. Now these values substitute here. So but 1 by x minus y has taken as m and 1 by x plus y taken as n. So 1 by x minus y equals to m is 1 by 5, and 1 by x plus y has taken as n, which is 1 by 11. So cross multiply, you will get x minus y equals to 5 and x plus y equals to 11. Now add both the equations. So by adding x minus y equals to 5 and x plus y equals to 11. X plus x is 2x, 11 plus 5 is 16. So x equals to 16 by 2, 8. Now put this value in any one of this equation. Put x equals to 8 in x minus y equals to 5. Then you will get 8 minus y equals to 5. So y equals to 8 minus 5, which is 3. Therefore, the speed of the boat is 8 km per hour, and whereas the speed of this speed of the current or speed of the stream is 3 km per hour. So speed of the boat is 8 km per hour, whereas the speed of the stream is 3 km per hour. So for upstream, the speed is x minus y, where x is speed of the boat and y is the speed of the current or water or stream. But for downstream, the speed of the speed is x plus y, where x is speed of the boat and y is the speed of the current, stream or water. Okay, now we move to second question. 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that taken by one man alone. So this question is related to time and work. This question is on time and work. Already you learnt in ratio and proportions. So inverse ratio, compound ratio, direct ratios. So here 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. So this work you have to convert for 1 day. So one man in 1 day, how much he will do, and one women can, how much they can do. So together both will do a work in 1 day, you have to find out. So this is related to time and work. Now here more people, more work can be done. Okay, less people, less work. So they are the direct proportion. See here, 2 women and 5 men together finish the embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Okay, so time and work are directly proportional. More time, more work, or less time, less work. So that you have to convert this time for 1 day. Time in the sense here we are counting in days. Okay. Let the time taken by one woman to finish the work take us x days. Okay. Let the time taken by one woman to finish the work in x days and time taken by one man to finish the work by y days. Now the first condition is 2 women and 5 men complete the work in 4 days. 2 women and 5 men complete the work in 4 days. That is 4 days they'll complete one work, right? So 1 day how much they'll complete? 1 day equals to 1/4 of the work. So they will complete the work in 4 days, one work in 4 days. So that in 1 day they will complete 1/4 of the work. Similarly, x days one woman will work. So one woman takes x days. So 1 day how much she will do? 1 day. That is 1 by x of the work. So 1 day, 1 work. So similarly, y days one man will do one work. So one day how much he will do? 1 by y of the work. Understood? So similarly, for one day how much they will do, we have to find out first. Now 2 women plus how many men? 5 men together do a work in 4 days. It means that in one day they will do 2 into 1 by x plus 5 into 1 by y equals to 1/4 of the work they will finish. So 2 women and 5 men complete the work in 4 days. That means in one day 2 women 1/4 of the x, 1 by x, then 5 men 1 by y equals to 1/4 of the work they will finish. This is the first condition. In the second condition, 3 women and 6 men. 3 women and 6 men together complete the work in 3 days. That means one day 3 into 1 by x plus 6 into 1 by y equals to 1 by 3. So 1/3 of the work they will finish. In one day they will finish 3 into 1 by x plus 6 into 1 by y equals to 1 by 3. Now in both the equations 1 by x and 1 by y is common. So substitute 1 by x as m and 1 by y as n. Then you will get 2m plus 5n equals to 1 by 4. If you cross multiply, 8m plus equals to 1. So 2 4s are 8, 4 5s are 20n equals to 1. And the second equation is 3m plus 6n equals to 1 by 3. Cross multiply, 3 into 3 9m plus 3 into 6 18n equals to 1. Now we got two equations. Solve m and n now. So to solve m and n, what I will do is I will multiply this by 9 and this by 8. Multiply first equation by 9 and second equation by 8. You will get 9 8s are 72. So 9 2s are 18. 180 n equals to 9. The second equation is 72m. 8 8s are 64 6. 144 n equals to 8. Now subtract both the equations. You will get 72m minus 72m cancelled. So 180 minus 144 which is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3 equals to 1. So n equals to 1 by 36. N is 1 by 36. Now this n value substitute any one of the equation. So put n equals to 1 by 36 in equation 8m plus 20n equals to 1. So 8m plus 20 1 by 36 equals to 1. So 8m equals to 1 minus 20 by 36. So 36 minus 20 is 16. So 16 by 36. So m equals to 16 by 36 into 1 by 8. So which is 1 by 18. So m is 1 by 18, n is 1 by 36. Therefore, see here we have taken 1 by x as m. Now 1 by x equals to m, which is 1 by 18. and 1 by y as n, which is 1 by 36. So x equals to 18 and y equals to 36. That means one woman takes 18 days to complete the work and one man takes 36 days to complete the work. So here work and time related sums you have to convert for 1 day and frame the equation. Convert for 1 day. So then only you can find how many days they can take to complete the given work. Okay, once again I will repeat. See the question. 2 women and 5 men together finish the work in 4 days. 2 women and 5 men. And the same work 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by 1 woman and 1 man to finish the given work. Now, the time taken by 1 woman to finish the work take as x days and time taken by 1 man to finish the work take as y days. Now, in 4 days they will complete one work. That means in 1 day how much they will complete? 1/4 of the work. Similarly, one woman will do the work in x days. That means 1 day how much she will cover? 1 by x. Similarly, y days. One man takes y days to complete the work. That means in 1 day how much he will cover? 1 by y of the work. Okay. Now, 2 women and 5 men together complete the work in 4 days. It means 2 into 1 by x plus 5 into 1 by y equals to 1 by 4. So, second condition is 3 women and 6 men together complete the work in 3 days. In 1 day they will complete 3 into 1 by x plus 6 into 1 by y equals to 1 by 3. And the rest of the steps as usual using elimination method or cross multiply, any algebraic method you can find out m and n value. Later on this m and n value substitute and find x and y. Okay. Then the last sum. Now the last sum is Rohi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer than the previous one. Find the speed of the train and the bus separately. Here 2 speeds you have to calculate, that is speed of the train and speed of the bus. So take speed of the train as x and the speed of the bus as y and use relation time equals to distance upon speed. So this relation we are using here, time equals to distance upon speed. Okay. Now the first condition is Rohi travels 300 km partly by train and partly by bus. So that what is the speed here? What is the first condition? 300 km to her home partly by train, partly by bus. She takes 4 hours. The time taken is 4 hours. In that 60 is the distance travelled by train and the speed of the train is x. Then 240 km by bus. So distance travelled by bus is 240 km and the speed of the bus is y and the time taken is 4 hours. And the time taken is 4 hours. This is the first condition. And the second condition is 100 km by train, 100 km by train and the remaining by bus, that is 200 kilometer by bus, and the time taken is 10 minutes longer. It means previously she had taken 4 hours, now 10 minutes more. That means 4 hours plus 10 minutes. Okay. 100 kilometer by train. So the time taken is distance upon speed, that is 100 by x, plus 200 by speed of bus is y equals to 4 hours plus 10 minutes. You have to convert for hours. 1 hour equals to 16 minutes, right? So 10 minutes, how many hours? 10 by 60. 10 by 60 is 1 by 6 hours. 1 by 6 hours. So that is 4 plus 1 by 6, that is 25 by 6. The time taken is 25 by 6. Now in both this equation 1 by x and 1 by y is common. So substitute 1 by x as m and 1 by y as n. So then you'll get 60m plus 240n equals to 4, and the second equation is 100m plus 200n equals to 25 by 6. Okay, now you can simplify. Okay, now substitute 1 by x as m and 1 by y as n. Then you will get 60m plus 240n equals to 4 and 100m plus 200n equals to 25 by 6. Now use cross multiplication to find m and n values. So m, n, 1 constant. So first you substitute 1 by x as m and 1 by y as n. Then you will get 60m plus 240n equals to 4 and 100m plus 200n equals to 25 by 6. Now use cross multiplication method. So m, n, 1. So first we'll write the coefficients of n, then constants, again m coefficients, and last n coefficients. Then you take the cross products, you will get m by minus 1000 plus 800 equals to n by minus 150 equals to 1 by minus 12,000. Now take first and last ratio, then you will get m equals to 1 by 60, and take these two ratios, middle and last ratio, you will get n equals to 1 by 80. Now we have taken 1 by m as x. So, but 1 by x as m, which is 1 by 60. So that x equals to 60, and 1 by y as n, so which is 1 by 80. So y equals to 80. Therefore, the speed of the train is 60 km per hour, and the bus is 80 km per hour. So I'll repeat once again. Here Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. So she takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and the remaining by bus. Remaining means 240 km by bus. And she travels 100 km by train and the remaining by bus means 200 km by bus. She takes 10 minutes longer than the previous one. Previously she took 4 hours. Now she is taking 10 more minutes. That is 4 plus 10 minutes. So this minutes you have to convert for hours. That is 10 by 60. So which is 1 by 6 hours. So the time taken is now 4 plus 1 by 6. That is 26 4s are 24 plus 1, 25 by 6 hours. Find the speed of the train and the bus separately. So you have to take the speed of the train as x kilometer per hour, whereas the speed of the bus take as y kilometer per hour. Total distance travelled is 300 kilometer. Now the first condition is she takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometer and 240 kilometer by bus. So that for 60 by x, this is the time taken by train, plus 240 by y, that is the time taken by bus. Together 4 hours. 60 by x plus 240 by y equals to 4 hours. Then second condition, she travels 100 kilometer by train. So the time taken is 100 by x, and remaining by bus, that is remaining is 200. 200 by y by bus. So total time taken is 10 minutes longer. That is 100 by x plus 200 by y equals to 4 hours plus 10 minutes. So convert this 10 minutes to hours, that is 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. So 10 minutes means how many? 10 by 60, that is 1 by 6 hours. So 4 into 1 by 6 hours, that is 25 by 6 hours. Now solve these two equations taking 1 by x and 1 by y as m and n. Then you will get two linear equations, that is 60 m plus 240 n equals to 4 and the 100 m plus 200 n equals to 25 by 6. Now cross multiply. So m, n and 1. So first we take the coefficients of n, then the constant terms, again coefficients of m, and then constants, coefficients of n. Cross multiply, you will get m equals to 1 by 60 and n equals to 1 by 80. But m is nothing but 1 by x, so which equals to 1 by 60, so x equals to 60. And 1 by y is taken as n, which is 1 by 80, so y equals to 80. Therefore, the speed of the train is 60 km per hour and the speed of the bus is 80 km per hour. So here we completed pair of linear equations starting from graphical method, then algebraic methods, in that elimination, substitution, cross multiplication and linear equations reducible to the form of this reducible method. So all these methods we learned. Now in the next session I am going to give some revision work, and once again I will explain all the concepts, and next week you are going to write second assessment, that is 30 for MCQs and 20 marks for descriptive. So there I will give long answer type questions. So each carries 4 marks and MCQs for 30 marks. Okay. So practice thoroughly, solve all the sums which are given in the textbook and here in the exercise also. Okay. Thank you students.